Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Today we're going to continue our little bit of an expedition in trying to get this all correct. We got 15 buckets. We might as well start with refilling and topping off the lava down here. It's gonna be a weird one because we are not actually streaming this one as we normally do. You know, we normally do just about everything that we do is in fact streamed. This one, however, not. And that is just because I do not have a plethora of time. I do not have the time constraints with me right this second to whip out, you know, a couple hours of gameplay, a couple hours of streaming and such like that. So, you know, we're going to make do with what we can. And we have a very exciting day or announcement for today. When this episode comes out, obviously I'm recording it a few days in advance, but when it comes out, this is actually the 365th episode. Now, they are not in the same season. There is 3 different seasons, so 365 episodes across 3 seasons, but that's freaking huge. I have not been one for consistency really ever, and we have been recording in advance to, you know, put them out and such like that, and it's really great, honestly. The response has not been, or it has been more than I thought it would be. I'll say that. It's been more than I thought it would be, and you know, I'm very grateful for that. I think it is, to me, just a fun little project. And 138 minus 6, 132. So we need 132 blockerinos. Is this fortune? It's not good. So we can count the quartz then and make it correct. Right, yeah. Alright, so we're trying to just create this big platform here. 70... Wait. Okay, we can go a little bit further. Okay, so that's too many, right? Should be, so 6 gives a stack. Is that correct? I want to say that it is, so it should be right in this spot right here. If we've done our due diligence, it should be literally right here where the corner should be. Okay, let's just try to stay in that corner here. But yeah, 365 episodes. That is that's huge, honestly. For me personally, that is huge. Again, I've never been one for consistency, and now that the year is over, I'm thinking that we do this in a weird way. Oh, that was not even the right... Okay. I'm thinking we do this in a weird way, though. I feel like now is the point in time where I want to start producing shorts. I want to start doing edited content as well. But with that being said, I still would like every single part of this to be live streamed or streamed in some way, recorded completely. I think that is, I don't know, so far an experiment for me that I personally enjoy. Now, I know there's a lot of people that do not like that type of content. They don't want to see, you know, everything that's ever occurred. They don't want to see the grinding and all of that. And, you know, that's fair. I completely understand. However, I think that I do. Nope. Wow, we still missed it. How do we still miss it? Okay. We're really good at this, apparently. Regardless. Yeah, I'm very happy about the support that we've had and just the overall feel of this series. We've started the world, we went and we got our first diamonds. Hell, we got hey. Stop. Erie, come here. We got our first diamonds. We got our first tools. We started building several civilizations. Enough, honey. Enough. Enough, honey. I know, you a big scary girl. I understand. I understand. But truly, it's been an experience. Have we finished anything yet? No, but we are well on our way, in my opinion, to actually finishing a lot of different projects here. So I am very happy about that. And I think that we're going to just continue going as hard as we can here, day in after day. And obviously the goal is to not miss any episodes. However, I feel pretty comfortable after doing this for so long here that we can just keep going. And very, very soon, we will be at 1,000 days. And I'd probably like to put together an edited piece for that and see, you know, if I can actually edit in some kind of meaningful way. Granted, I have not done it in a very long time, so I may have to consult the YouTubes to see exactly how to edit a video of any kind. But I feel that it will be valuable. I think it will get people involved in the series and get them feeling like they don't want to lose it. And I think that is really, really good, actually. I'm still debating on going all the way to the ceiling here, but I think we're not for at least this part of it. We do have to be careful here, though, because there is several biomes in the mist here. So if we are to just keep digging in this fashion, we are going to quickly realize that we're in trouble. There's going to be a lot of mobs spawning in here. There's going to be a lot of space for mobs to spawn. Skeletons, gas, endermen, you name it. Probably can spawn within this bounding box that we have here, and that's no good. So we want to make this as cohesive as possible and try to find a way that's not going to get us killed while we are digging this massive cube out so that we can put up our sphere. It's weird, but it's how it works. Sometimes it's just how it goes. Yeah, as you can see, already we have spawns. That's because there is a lot above us here. Like, I genuinely wonder if we should actually just go up. Go all the way to the tippy top. But I feel like we could just blow it up with TNT if we really need to. Now, I know that one piece of one piece of TNT actually is very, very cohesive for blowing up netherrack. As long as you carve out a space where it can't really do damage to the walls and such, you're on pace. You're on track to do something in a much more efficient way than mining it here, I think. Because one single TNT will yield like 2.5 stacks or something of netherrack. It's something crazy like that. Which we might be able to... Yeah, there. That was the problem I was looking at already. That is the problem at hand. So leave that potentially, and let's just do strips then. Let's do a whole length strip here, and hopefully we can actually get this in some kind of fashion that works. Otherwise, we're just kind of guessing, and that doesn't seem like a way to do it at all, actually. So we want to do 1 block wider, 2 blocks wider. Just kind of do all of it at once, and I'm definitely going to save all the quartz because we want to use that. Yeah, look at all the pigs. Good lord. I knew it. I knew it. It's all good. However, I did want to make this just to kind of announce that I will be starting a few other series. As I'm only able to do this one while I am recording of some sort, sometimes I just don't feel like talking, right? So, that being said, we probably will be going back to our other hardcore world and just playing on there in the off time. And I'll, again, try to make a video, but it's a lot, right? I think the easiest way to do it is simply with a world tour. If we start out with a world tour, we should be in a better place. So we need to do this 2 at a time. We want to leave like that. Yep. Alright, so here's the part where we can actually start this, I think. And we will just have to take the ladder down with us as we go, I think, but it's really, in the grand scheme of things, not that big of a deal. It really isn't. So we're just going to go down 2 blocks at a time here, and eventually we will get through this digging process. It's going to be a while, but it is achievable. And it's going to be really, really cool to have a wide open space such as this once we are all ready here. And that way we can build whatever it is we want. And I think, I don't know if I've mentioned this publicly or not yet, but I believe what we are going to do is a very large redwood tree in the center where we have our portals. And then I kind of want to do some big forest or something like that, just because the main hub is the Isles of Scalus, which is going to be a lot of forest. So I don't want there to be a complete separation between those two. I want there to be some kind of mystery, but I also want there to be some kind of continuity where, yes, there is a different forest going on here than that of the other side, but it still needs to be a forest of some kind, I think. The reason for that is I don't want to make it just completely random in here. Though we could, right? If we really felt like it, we could make this a very different environment than that of where the portal actually leads to. But I don't know. I like the idea of making a gigantic cherry blossom tree, to be honest with you. I never have before, and I really have never done a gigantic tree of any kind, so I think that cherry blossom will be by far the easiest to do on a scale of that size. You know, we have like 80 blocks to work with here, so it's not like it's a small amount of space. And it's also not a massive amount of space either, so I think we will be able to function quite okay based on those parameters. It's pretty large, but not so large that we need to worry about it, you know? And I think that is really what counts here. I'm also thinking about adding more furnaces here into the array, or at least adding several more chests, because I really want all of this netherrack to be turned into the nether brick. That will help us with future projects as well as the Fairy Warrior encampment. all the roads are outlined over there and nether brick stairs. And let me tell you, nether brick stairs are freaking expensive. We also use nether brick walls over there and nether brick fences. So we're going to need a plethora of the stuff. And I think it is important that we just bite the bullet, and although it's going to take significantly longer, we need to dig out most of this. Digging out most of this will yield that nether brick that we are going to need anyway, whereas just blowing it all to smithereens, although fun and definitely faster, does not yield the same results. Let's fly down here. I believe each time we do this, we're going to have to fly down several times, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. Let's just stuff all of these absolutely full here. And they are. Alright, so that means we need to expand upwards here, so that we do not have that issue. Alright, let's grab ourselves a hopper. Where's our wood? Do we not have any wood here? Do we not have any chests here? What are we doing? Why did we put these? These are for the nether brick storage. Okay. That's fine. Look at all that. We got our we got our first stack of quartz blocks from mining that. That's great news. Got that there, and let's just kind of wait a second here. I know that that will finish in just a moment, and then we will be good to go. Even that one is full. So it's going just very slowly. Alright, we need to grab more wood, or else we cannot continue that. Where's our wood? Oh, hello. Yeah. So it goes up a little higher than that, which is very cool, I think. But just in general, this is going to be a long process. A lot of digging here, a lot of pickaxes, a lot of explodification, a lot of everything, but mainly a lot of mining so that it is perfect. And I'm well aware that we do not need to mine it, but it feels so nice to do it. At least it's smooth. You're going with your gut. You're just making it how it should be. It works. Let's take this wood. We already have a bit of iron over there. That should be sufficient. Should be sufficient. We're also going to want to make this like part of the landscape too, I think. Because this and the Isles of Scalos are so close, we probably need some kind of division here between those. Which I don't know what will be yet, but could be anything. Where's our iron? Right there. We got a hopper already. Let's do that. This, that, this, that. Make a few hoppers. I don't think we need a lot of them, but we do need some. So let's go ahead and just put this bad boy in here, and then break that so that we can sneak chests right in here. Perfect. I guess we could double time it too, just so that it has it. And then if we need more, we have it. So let's just dump all that in here. We're good. And let's see if we can maybe fly up without killing ourselves. And it just seems like we can very, very easily. All right, fantastic. Let's keep it going here. One strip a day keeps the gremlins away. Or something like that, you know? Something just like that. But today I wanted to go into a little bit of a rant on what I call survival mode. Lately, I have been feeling like even though things have been going well, and they have been for a while, in just terms of like personal life or work or, whatever, things have been going well, I always feel like I am in survival mode. I feel I have a nice balance between work and regular life. I feel like I do not get stressed at work or anything like that. But still, I feel, I wouldn't say unsatisfied. I would say just in constant fear, I guess, that I am going to blow it. That I will have to start from scratch again as I have in the past. And so I don't know how to get out of it. But I bring this up because I know a lot of other people are going through a similar thing right now. Where because of the depression that they exhibit, you constantly feel like you can't get up, like your head is under the water, even though you are handling day-to-day life with ease, right? But there's something in our brain that clicks and it tells us panic, fight, do not flee, fight, stand your ground. And in my brain, that is like my survival instinct. I don't really understand or know where to even begin actually living life. Because I'm still so stuck in that survival mode. And it's been years, years and years and years of this. I'm so stuck in that survival mode that I truly don't know how to experience life in any other way. I don't know how to experience it while still trying to battle the world and claw and scratch my way to the surface. And it's a very, very weird feeling. I'm sure not a whole lot of you understand and grasp the feeling that I'm kind of explaining here. But I will say it's fucking terrible, to put it very, very bluntly. It is terrible. It's not fun constantly having to feel like you are just battling the world. Even if you aren't. Even if you have a great support system. Even if you are doing well in all aspects of your life. It feels terrible to try and make something with it the whole time knowing that you can't. It's very hard to change what you feel like that. And I don't know genuinely what it would take for me to not feel like I was in survival mode. I don't know if I would have to become a multi-millionaire to not feel in survival mode. I don't know if I would have to redefine my priorities and actually complete things that I feel passionate about. I don't know if it involves going further at work. I don't know if it involves building more meaningful relationships. I genuinely have no earthly idea of what could possibly be construed in it. What you would have to do to get out of survival mode. I was thinking about that and I genuinely don't know. Because I've just been in it for, probably 10 plus years now. I genuinely have no idea what or how to fix it. What do you do to trick your brain into thinking that you're successful? Even though, to a degree, I am, I feel like there's more. There's always more, and so I kind of feel trapped as a result as well. Forced to continue to do the things that I know that are inside my comfort level, because if I step outside, there is always that risk, and there always will be, that you are not able to sustain in the same way that you are now. And then it really comes down to a version of a survival mode where you don't know what to do. If you have to start from scratch more than a few times, you know just the value of getting a footing, of building that rapport, of getting things in your life situated to any kind of degree. And you know that starting over is not always the most fun thing. But I address this here just personally because I feel if I am vulnerable with you guys, maybe it would give you the strength, the courage, the audacity to be forthright with the feelings as well. And then maybe as a unit, as a human pairing, maybe we are able to come together and aid one another in that same feeling without the use of something like, singly doing therapy. I think that in the world right now, we are far, far too focused on ourselves to notice what anyone else around us are doing. And I think that probably ties in with my survival mode as well. There are not a whole lot of people in this world that that I couldn't live without, basically, because of those same relationships, those same feelings of, well, is this gonna work? Is this not gonna work? Am I gonna fail? And those are perfectly good and actually obtainable goals. You can definitely reach those in a different light than what you could with this. But I just know that, I'm preparing for the worst, and I hate that. I am constantly preparing for the worst, which is why my guard is still so up, why I'm still stuck in this survival mode. Why there's no breaks, why there's no stop or cut the line button in this. It is simply go, 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 all the time, no matter what. And that is a really hard thing to grasp. Even relaxing, I feel defensive. I feel like I am still cut in that same exact row where you really just don't know. Like, none of us know what the future holds, but I feel I am holding on to the life that I've built currently so tightly that it's actually constricting me even further. And it's such a weird thing to say because it feels like I've come so far since, 17, 18 years old. It feels like I've come so far. And yet the looming prospect of survival just continually annoys me and stays there no matter what. So, one thing I would love to hear from you guys this episode: do you guys feel the same? And if you do, in what regards? Is it your personal life that you guys are trapped in? Is it your work life that you guys are trapped in? Is it life in general like me where you're just going through trying to make sure you survive? No matter the cost of what it takes, you just need to push forward and survive. These are all things that I would definitely love to know. All things to see if anyone relates, to see if anyone has any advice that maybe I'm not considering, and to see, and to see just how many people are in that same cavernous resolve of being in survival mode. How many people can relate and feel the same way? Because I've always been told, and I'm sure this is very, very true, that we are all way, way more similar than we are different from one another. I've heard that a lot. And I've seen shining beacon examples of that, where that is the utmost truth. Most of humanity wants to be kind. Most of humanity wants to be there for one another. We're just so worried about our own resolves that we're not able to do that. We're not able to come together as a society in any way that is meaningful for the most part. And I think there's a lot of reasons as to why. Could it be social media? Could it be we've just been so conditioned in our life that bad things are going to happen? Yeah, probably. But I think we all need to overcome that in our own ways so that we are not dealing with things platonically on our own, and we have some resolve, some glimmer or beacon of hope that it is more than we can extrapolate, and that we realize everyone is in just about the same boat. Maybe a different size hole in that particular boat. Maybe no rudder, no motor, some with a paddle. But I think deep down, all of us are in that same boat, even if it is very different on the circumstances in which we were dealt. But that is going to do it for today. Please let me know what you feel your thoughts are on this, or if you have any comments, questions, complaints, concerns, anything that I've talked about today. I would truly love to hear your response. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and until next time, ciao.